will start off at 220 pounds. From the Wausau East Lumberjacks, Aiden Haugen. And for the Marshfield Tigers, James Clement. And at 285 pounds, from the Wausau East, Lucas Schutte. And from Marshfield, Adrian Krieger. And dropping down to the 106-pound class from Wausau East, Ryan Yeager. And from Marshfield, Ava Gardner. And 113 pounds from Wausau East, Sam Haber. And from Marshfield, Hasse Kilhauer. And 120 pounds tonight, Marshfield will forfeit to Jack Bassetti. And at 126 pounds from Wausau East, Ben Schutte. And from Marshfield, Brayden Roney. And at 132 pounds, Wausau East will forfeit to Dalton Hagan. And at 138 pounds, Wausau East will send out Jake Steiner to wrestle Marshfield's Keenan Lambert. And at 145 pounds, Wausau East, Damian Kinsrow. To wrestle Marshfield's Brett Franklin. And at 152 pounds, Wausau East, Garrison Stockwell. And from Marshfield, Owen Griesbach. And at 160 pounds, Wausau East will forfeit to Mason Seigel.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Zaleski Sports broadcast of high school wrestling here from the Chips Hamburgers Fieldhouse in Marshfield, Wisconsin. Joe Anderson here, joined by Matt Dickinson. Should be an interesting match tonight. And Matt, what are some of your observations of the upcoming matches?
Well, Marshfield's a pretty good team this year. I mean, we saw they took first at Bi-State, and that speaks for itself. And they got quite a few wrestlers in this team that are ranked, and I expect a big performance from them tonight, and probably, a win in that column for them.
Well, I'm the basketball guy. Matt's the wrestling expert, so I'll be just kind of introducing the wrestlers and letting him take over because he knows what he's doing. I know enough to get myself into trouble with. We're going to start out tonight with the 220 matchup, and we start out with Aiden Haugen for Wausau East and James Clements of Marshfield at 220. It's a lot warmer in here than it is outside. They're talking about 14 degrees below zero for the low tonight, so it should be a little cold. It should be a hot match in here tonight, though, as we have Haugen versus Clements. It's Wausau East and Marshfield tonight. Wausau East with the white and red striped singlets and Marshfield in the black. And we're going to start here with 220. Take it away, Matt.
All right, here we go. So both wrestlers fighting for the hands. Now we got a lock. So before we have Clements in black for Marshfield and Haugen in the white and red for Wausau East. And Clements shoots for the leg. Now it's about finishing that off. He's got it up high and trips, and he got him down. Fighting around the edge of the ring, and it will be a takedown for Clements. Clements leads 2-0. And then the escape there for Haugen's 2-1 here. Good escape, able to get up. It's always tough at the heavier weights. Once you get the takedown there, it can be a challenge to keep them down sometimes, those bigger guys. And also vice versa, when you're bigger, it can be tough to get up. So good job there by Haugen. Got another tie here. 1 minute to go in the first. Clements leads 2-1. Clements got a wrist, back up to the head.
Isn't there, I'm just speaking from the side, they're not stalling.
No, not right now. So, it's since there's action and they're locking up, if they were just kind of, just going back and forth, but we've seen that, they're fighting for the hand.
Okay.
I'd like to see a shot here from Clements, though. He got a nice single leg before. He can get that again, be in a good spot. Leads 2-1 here. 28 seconds left. 16 to go. Haugen trying to get that leg. Yeah, at this point it is it's a bit slow match. We saw early with the single leg there from Clements, but then since then it's been kind of tied up. I wonder if the ref will at some point maybe, give a caution or something like that to see a bit more action there.
Okay.
As that wraps up the first. Our score 2-1. Clements on top.
At the end of the first period, 2-1, Marshfield.
And Clements defers. See what Haugen chooses, and he will go down. So that's what we'll start off here then the second.
So he can shoot for an escape, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like we saw before, he's capable of doing that, so he could be in a good spot. Good breakdown there from Clements. Now fighting for that wrist control on the bottom. He's got that double wrist, had it, let it go. Grabbing the ankle. If you're Haugen, you're trying to hope maybe you can squirt off the edge there of the mat. Maybe get things reset. Another good breakdown there from Clements. He keeps working them down. When you're trying to break someone down from their base, you really want to get those wrists and then push him forward. He's done a good job there. Now he has him on his back. Clements getting his back points. Could be a pin. Haugen fighting, got that left shoulder up. Oh, he's so close. He has the head. This is a tight lock. It's going to be tough for Haugen to get out of this one. Clements circles over. Good move. It's even tighter in there. He's going to get his 3 near fall for sure. Now it's all about the pin. Oh, that's real close. That left shoulder still from Haugen, just fighting to stay up. Very impressive fight from Haugen on bottom. And you will get a 3 near fall, Clements will, but man, how about Adam Haugen just not going down, not giving up. Got that left shoulder there and just able to keep it up enough time. And, you know, it's 5-1. You still have a chance from this one.
Just millimeters from being pinned.
Oh, my gosh, so close. I mean, once Clements hopped over to the other side, I thought it was done at that point. And with only 10 seconds to go, he just has to ride this one out. Well, what a fantastic second period from both wrestlers. I mean, Haugen, you know, yes, he did surrender the 3 points to the near fall, but also not getting pinned is huge. I mean, if he can lose this one, even if he does, only 3 points then for the team, you know, you can live with that. But the pin, you know, no coach ever wants to see a pin out there.
Pin is 6 points, correct?
Yeah, pin is 6 points. Then if you win by just, you know, the normal.
There's decision,
3,
major
decision.
decision.
It's that's kind of what you're hoping for then. But Haugen still has a chance here, down 5-1. There's a lot can happen in this third period. He's on top. He's in control, fighting for that left wrist.
Clement trying to get that escape point. Haugen on top.
He's got to work to get him down, and I mean he's going to need, you know, probably a pin here. If he gets 3 near fall or something like that, there's the escape from Clements. Yeah, 6-1 now. 1:15 to go.
Haugen's pretty much got to go for a pin, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's his best shot at this point. Maybe try to get a throw or something, or you know, that's all I can think of at this point for Haugen. Got another tie. Yeah, Haugen's got to work something here. You know, this is where late in this match, 45 seconds left, you just got to try something. You know, at this point, you don't want to get pinned, but if you have to go for a crazy throw and just try to get something that's going to give you a chance to win, because this right here, you know, it's not going to do much fighting for the head tie. That worked in the first period, but at this point, you know, there's not enough time for that.
He's running out of time.
At 23 seconds. Yeah, Clements here is just trying to, you know, he's got it in the bag. Just don't surrender the big play. Don't have Haugen put you in something to get you stuck.
Right.
Yeah, and with that, yep, that'll be a win for Haugen, 6-1.
Well, Marshfield starts out with a victory at the 220 weight class. We move up next to 285, if I'm not mistaken. And that will see Lucas Schutte of Wausau East, and he'll be wrestling Aiden Krieger of Marshfield. That'll be coming up shortly. Got a moment here, ladies and gentlemen, to briefly talk to you about Fleet Farm. Their hiring event is going on now. All locations are looking to hire. Get competitive pay, flexible scheduling, and a 20% discount for you and your immediate family. Apply online today. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. Underway here at 285.
Yes, now we got Kruger and Shuey. And Kruger, he's a 220er, wrestling up to that heavyweight spot. And he took 11th at Bi-State, so you know, it's always nice to place there. And you know, 11th ain't bad. I mean, you're looking for where you're going to be at the end of the season. That's a good spot to be in for a guy who's wrestling up at his spot.
Adrian Krieger, junior, on the our printout here.
Should be trying to get that leg.
What is that move called when they try to put that leg down like that?
I think it's just, you know, when you're trying to go like that and you're just trying to trip him.
Okay.
You're just trying to get that ankle and then just get him. And there's a nice move from Kruger. He's got a takedown. It's 2-0. First switches over now. Got a single in. Doesn't let that one go. It'll be an escape for Shuey. 2-1. tie. Yeah, you know, myself, as much as I do know, I don't know not sure the exact name of that, but yeah, he's just trying to get the leverage and then get one of those, ankles. He's a strong guy, Shuey, so.
Well, when you're wrestling, you're wrestling at 285 pounds. That's a lot. That's a lot of pounds.
Mm-hmm. And Shuey also wrestling up, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Still tied up, 2-1 with 15 to go. Ten left. Looks like Shuey thought about shooting, holds off. Trying to sweep that leg again.
At the end of 1, Marshfield 2-1.
And looks like Krieger's going to take the down position for this second period. Our PA announcer announced him as Krieger, but in our program it's just Kruger. So you do one, I'll do the other. One of us is going to be right.
145 here as Krieger able to get up now 3-1 the escape. Krieger in a good spot here, up by 2 as they circle around the edge of the mat. Should be fighting for that hand, trying to sweep that leg.
Uh-oh.
Almost had a single there. Push him out, and then they'll head back to the center and reset.
How do they determine who will go down, or they?
So they flip the coin, and then by flipping the coin, they'll if it's
like when they go off the mat, they're just going to start like okay.
Yeah. So since they're both up and now they're neutral again, they'll start up there. But if they were on, if it was top and bottom, then they got to the edge of the mat, then they'd reset to where they were. So it's always to where they were at that.
Okay.
Okay. 107 here. Still neutral. An underhook there from Krieger. Shuey's still going for the leg. He's still trying to sweep that forward leg, usually the left leg there, trying to get it with his right. He's going to keep going to that well, I assume, probably for the rest of this match. And Krieger has a single. Good job by Shuey keeping his foot underneath and locked behind his thigh. And Krieger able to get the 2 as he gets it out of there. 5-1. 20 seconds to go. Right at the edge of the mat. Fighting for the wrist, gets back to his base. Trying to spin, and he caught himself in a bad spot. Might get a pin here with under 10 seconds to go. He's got it tight. Oh, it's so close. The fight from these Wausau East wrestlers with on their back. I mean, you never want to go to your back, but hey, if you fight like hell when you're there, then I guess that it checks out.
Boy, Shuey he avoided danger right there.
Yeah, I'll give a 3 near fall to Krieger.
Wow, that's a commanding 8-1 lead going into the third period.
Yeah, he's in another good spot here, and that's the nice thing for Marshfield. You got, if you can get that major decision, they'll give you 4 points. Just always trying to add some more to the total, so only 3 away from that.
Major decision is this differential on points then?
Yeah, I believe it's 10 points.
10?
If I'm not mistaken. And this thing, too, is Krieger for Marshfield starts on top, so he's in a commanding position here. We saw what he did before. Although, to Shuey's own detriment, really, he kind of caught himself in that spot. He tried something, which you got to do sometimes, but that's the side of things doesn't turn out too well, and he got caught on his back, and then surrenders to 3 near fall. Right there, he's going to get a reversal. And now Shuey in control. Trying to get that left leg in. He's got that left. Nope. Never mind. He's going to throw Krieger back down. 1:07 to go.
Krieger just trying to hang on here.
Yeah, last thing he wants to do is get caught. Excuse me. And now another reversal then, this time for Krieger. Now it's up 10-3. Right at the edge of the mat again. And it's the feet that have to be in. So once the wrestler's feet leave the edge of the mat, then they call it off. They'll head back to the center.
Okay. So Lucas Schuette's got 21 seconds to make up at least 7 points.
Yeah, he's going to have to try to find some sort of, crazy reversal, maybe a Granby or something. So we're going to have a caution to trying to see who the bans are, if Shuey or Krieger was red. I think that's on Krieger.
Yes, it is. They gave him a point.
I think potentially dangerous there or something. .16 seconds to go. Throws him down. And looks like Krieger will hold on to this one. He's going to get some more back points before it's done, though. 2-1. And that'll do it. Another big win for Marshfield. 13-4.
Adrian Krieger with the win.
Yep, Krieger.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, H&S Manufacturing in Marshfield is hiring. If you're a hardworking individual, they need you. If you want a solid company that offers top wages along with very generous benefits packages, then check out the open positions at H&S. Benefits include health, dental, life, and disability, 401k, cash bonuses, $2 shift bonus, substantial vacation plan that has you earning vacation from your very first day. They're looking for welders, painters, and assemblers for both first and second shifts. To apply online, Google us at H&S Manufacturing or log on to hsmfgco.com. Now we're down to the lightweights at 105. Ava Gardner for Marshfield and Ryan Yeager for East. Ava Gardner, a well-known movie star name from the 1940s and 50s.
Can't say I know who that is.
One time, Ava Gardner, not this one, the movie star from the 40s, was married to Frank Sinatra. Well, this Ava Gardner's really taken it to Ryan Yeager.
Yeah, she did a good job there. Got the takedown. Up 2-0. $1:22 to go here in the first. The thing, too, about the lightweight spot is that a lot of teams, it's just tough in high school to find guys that are that low in weight. That's why Marshfield kind of doesn't have the strongest lightweight spot at 106 and 113. But I know a lot of teams, they really like to have that because later the season goes on, the good teams you do face, they will have those good lightweights. But didn't hurt them at Bi-State, though. We said won first place, 292.5 total points as a team. So they're in a good spot regardless this year.
Back when I was in high school, I think they had the lowest weight was like 89 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you can find people maybe that are that light, but it's always tough to get someone that's really been in the program for a long time. I know at Stratford, we sometimes were just picking out people that were just in the school, like, hey, you want to at least be in so we can don't have to forfeit the spot. So it's always tough to find them. Looks like Ava Gardner here doing a great job, up 2-0. It's like Yeager is trying to lock that up, can't get it. Had to give up on that. 1 second to go, and that is it.
At the end of one, Marshfield up 2-0.
And Yeager will take the down position. Gardner on top.
Trying to get that stand up was Yeager. Good breakdown there from Gardner. Yeah, he's crawling to the outside. Looks like he's trying to fight off that wrist. Tough to see from my angle. Say they're out of play, moving back to the center.
It's one thing I got to admit about all wrestlers, they're very pliable. Some of the moves you get, oh my goodness sakes.
Yeah, your body will move in, places, directions that you don't want it to. And it hurts when it's happening.
Yes, it does.
Gardner still on top. Breaks Yeager down to his base again. Stand up there from Yeager. And he will get the escape. Make that 2-1. Hand tie. 53 seconds to go. Yeager shoots. He's got it and powers it. He's got the single as Gardner sprawls. Not going to surrender it easy.
There you go. She got a hold of that leg now. Oh, it's hat.
And she's in a nice spot. She's able to turn herself and get her leg free. She can get a 2 here. And she does. 4-1, Gardner on top.
Good move by Gardner.
That was a good sprawl. Yeager got the leg, but she quick right to it and then able to fight that leg off and spin around. Ten seconds left. Gardner's going to try to ride this one out. Got the ankle. Switches over. Trying to crack down that elbow, and that will do it for the second period.
Marshfield with the advantage, 4-1 after 2.
All right, this time Yeager on top.
Trying to get her turned. I know what he's trying to do. But Gardner's, man, she's holding tough.
Yeah, it's a strong base. Yeah, because Yeager's putting everything into it there. He breaks her down there, but I think we'll see Gardner. She does a good job of getting right back to her base. Yeah, right there. Elbow's still down. Oh, he's got it locked up. Yeager has it locked. Oh, he's going back. It's going to be it for Yeager. Just can't hold on. He will get the reversal, though. This makes it 4-3. Interesting match now with a minute to go. 1-point match. We'll see what happens here. You want to get, if you're Yeager, you want a near fall here or something. If not, later, you might have to let Gardner up and then try to tie it up with a takedown of your own.
Both coaches encouraging their wrestlers from the sides, along with the fans. It's getting intense now.
All the things you'll hear are so crazy because you have your headgear on. And it's just, just chaos out there. As an escape from Gardner makes it 5-3. It's now a takedown, could tie it up. 26 seconds. Gardner's got the leg. He's got a right hand on that left thigh. Yeager's got to try to shuck here. Got a whizzer or something. He's got to get the escape. Only 7 seconds left. And Gardner's just holding on. And she will do it. She will secure the win.
Wow, that was a close one. Gardner will defeat Yeager at 106. Holy moly.
That was an impressive victory there for Gardner. I liked what I saw. And that's, I'm talking about stalling before. That's where, with 10 seconds to go, you're just stalling on the bottom. When you have that, like, you're just not trying to do anything, just sitting there. And if I get called and you get a point, you're still up by 1 then after that. So no harm, no foul.
So Kasse Kelnhofer and Sam Havard at 113 up here now next.
There's a quick 2 for Kelhofer. Well, he might get a pin. fight from Havard. Like I said before, that these East wrestlers do a good job of, although they get to their back, and it looks like Havard's going to tap out there. It's
So he tapped out, correct?
yeah. Guess there must have been too much pressure there on his chest or something.
Oh,
He couldn't
got the
breathe,
pin,
and
yeah.
that'll be a pin for Kellhofer. Make that 6-0. Our team score now is 16-0.
Caleb Denis of Marshfield will receive a forfeit at the 120. Oh, pardon me. Jack Bassetti for East will receive a forfeit at 120. My bad. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Hawkins Ass CPAs is a certified public accounting firm that is big enough to serve you but small enough to care. Accounting professionals in the firm's Marshfield office provide local tax and accounting services and are backed with the resources and support of 9 other offices and more than 150 team members. Hawkins Ass CPAs in Marshfield. For all your tax and accounting needs, visit them online at hawkinsash.cpa to learn more.
Well, we got a team score now of 16-6, and now we got 126 coming up.
Rhodey and Shooty for East.
Yeah, you go to 120. I just want to mention Caleb Denny took 9th place at Bi-State, and he is an honorable mention for the 126-pound spot. He's currently moving down or dropping down to 120.
So he brings some credentials to the mat.
Yep. Yeah, not sure if he wasn't. I guess he wasn't wrestling tonight. Not sure why that was, but yeah, he would have been at the 120 spot wrestling if he would have been here, I guess. That head is tight there by Rhodey, and he will get the pin. Braden Rhodey finishes off quick, and that makes it 22-6 here at Marshfield.
Move up next to 132, and Dalton Hagan will win by forfeit. Spectrum Benefit Solutions has offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. 138, Keenan Landwehr of Marshfield, a freshman, and Jake Steiner for Wausau East.
So Keenan Landwehr here at 32. You know, Keegan Cliver, he's also at 32 as well. Again, not sure he's not here, but he's ranked at 132. He's currently ranked 6th in the state for D1.
Okay. It's all that strategery they do of moving weights and.
Yeah, it makes it a real pain for us trying to figure out, you know, who's where and all
Right.
that. But yeah, there's a whole lot of thought that goes into that from coaches that are much smarter than I.
You got to know which kids to move where, and it's just like a chess match.
Yep, and some kids can't even move down either because of where they skin fold. If they're not allowed to go down to a certain weight, then you have all that complications as well. So a lot of different factors.
Yeah, we were talking about the weights back when I was in high school 40-some plus years ago, and the skin fold test came in the I believe in the 1990s, and that's really kind of evened things up.
Yeah.
Made it a lot safer, healthier for the kids.
And that's the most important thing is the safety, obviously. At the high school level, there's no reason to start doing crazy things to your body just for,
Right.
the competition of it. It's just not smart at that age. So it's a good thing to have that rule implemented.
Again, you're watching high school wrestling here at the Chips Hamburgers Fieldhouse here on Zaleski Sports. Matt Dickinson and yours truly, Joe Anderson, providing play-by-play of tonight's match. All Marshfield so far.
And here in this match, 40 seconds to go. Steiner up 4-1. He's got control on top. As he tilts Landwehr over. I'm in the cradle. So they get those back points there. Looking like a 3 near fall. And they will call that the pin, the win for Steiner. Able to finish off Landwehr, and that will bring our score to 28-12.
Make sure you stick around, ladies and gentlemen. At the conclusion of our match tonight, you'll be able to watch the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com on the internet. Love those cheese curds. We're at 145, where Damon Kitzrow of East is taking on Brett Franklin of Marshfield.
Yeah, and Franklin, he's ranked at 145. He's ranked number 5. It's a pretty good wrestler there in Franklin.
Whoa.
That's a hard slam.
Got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Matt is very prepared. He does his homework. I'm working with a pro.
I got all my papers here. I'm trying to juggle everything around.
It's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared.
True. 4-2 now, another escape, and just punishing him there with Franklin. Getting those back points. This could be a pin, I think, right there. I think that's it. Yep, Franklin. There it is, a pin for Ben Franklin. That adds 6 more to the point tally for Marshfield.
.152 match coming up. Will be Garrison Stockwell at 152 for East and Owen Griesbach for Marshfield coming up. Well, I have all my reads in, so I leave it up to you what you want to do when we have a break.
Well, I definitely have some more stats from Bi-State. Maybe I'll go through some of those and
go right ahead,
if anyone's interested.
We got to look good. The boss is next door doing gymnastics.
Yeah, so we're really getting to the, we're at the heart of the lineup right now, but some of these other guys, we didn't see tonight, Hoyt Blakowski, he took first place at 138 at Bi-State. He's currently ranked number 4 at 138. I said Franklin before, number 4. Yeah, so, the heart of the lineup for most teams, usually at like about 132 or 138 to like, 170 or so. That's where just your best guys are usually at.
Okay.
Just going for that leg. Trying to lock up that cradle. Be a takedown for Griesbach here at 152. Loses control of it. He's got that wrist. Nope, not anymore. So he's going to let him up. He's going to play that game. That's one strategy, too. If you feel confident in a neutral position, you can take down your opponent. There's no point in messing around on bottom. Just let him up and just keep doing your thing. So he shoots for a single, got it right there, and another takedown.
So you can go for amassing points, and in a sense.
Yeah, if that's the type of match you're able to play, where you're just a better shooter than your opponent, then by all means, that you can just play this where you let him up. Get right back down like that. It's now 6-2. I mean, already 3 takedowns, and now a chance here for the pin on his back. Stockwell's fighting, and he is not going to surrender just yet. 25 seconds. That's a near side cradle. He's got it back again. That's a pin. There it is, a pin for Owen Griesbach and control all match. And with that, make that 40-12. Marshfield on top.
A lot of pins tonight for the Tigers here in Marshfield.
Yeah, no kidding. And it's funny because of the matches I've called this year, with Stratford, they are a pretty good team this year, and they're kind of just, a hot knife through butter through their opponents. And here with Marshfield, at first it was not too many pins, but then they've just picked up.
Yes.
I mean, right now it's just been pin after pin after pin. And like I said before, the heart of the lineup, that's where it is. I mean, they have so many good wrestlers for this Marshfield team, and you're going to see them all in action. I was really excited to come to this tonight because I really wanted to see these guys because they're a good team this year.
Mason Seidel of Marshfield received a forfeit at 160. And he'll get the win. We'll move up now to 170, 160. I misread that. No.
Yes, we're 182 right now. That should be Dolezal.
We had two. That's right. We had two back-to-back forfeits.
Or yeah, this
now
is.
We're at 182. As Rylan Delizel, I believe that's how you say it. Dolezal, excuse me, from Marshfield receives a forfeit as well. Now we're at 182, and we will see Cameron Denis of Marshfield taking on Christian Emerson of East.
So Denny wrestling up to 182 at 70. He's currently ranked 7th in the state. He is facing Emerson. Be a takedown and then an escape.
East had to come about 15 minutes late. If you want to be a bus driver, be a bus driver. They're short. They had to wait for one of the route drivers to get done to take them over here tonight. That's becoming more and more common as we move on in life.
Mm-hmm. .120 to go, 4-1 here. Denny leads, and he's got that, and that will be back points for sure. Arching hard is Emerson. Trying to let that left shoulder go down, doing everything he can. Then he's trying to get that leg. It makes it tougher to arch if he's able to kind of trap that, but can't quite get it. There's a lot of weird things you can do with switching your hand position and getting the leg to make someone, tougher for him to try to
escape.
Yeah, it'd be 3 near fall. 7-1 here, 40 seconds to go.
So Emerson's just got to try to survive for 28 seconds.
Yeah, that's probably his best bet here at this point. Down 7-1. Just get out of the first period and try something. Then in the next, he's just turned right back. Then he's using all that power he has and the pin.
And we have 2 weight classes coming up next as Denny gets the win at 182. We have 195. Andrew Olson of Wausau East and Cody Weeks of Marshfield.
And let's go back to Ryan Dolezal. He's not wrestling at the forfeit. He actually beat Stratford's Eli Lucio for first place. So, only 10 miles separating Marshfield and Stratford, and there they faced a big match at 160, and Dolezal got the best of Lucio.
It's one of the things like these individual sports, track and field, wrestling. I mean, you can have a Division I, wrestle a D3.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you got the credentials to do it, you can do it.
Yeah, I know for Stratford in years past, what we would do is we'd wrestle teams like Stoughton, and we'd go down to their tournaments just because, if you have the team that can compete, it's kind of different than football, because football teams at D1, they have so many more players. All the guys are just a lot bigger. But at wrestling, it seems like, in track and field, these kind of things,
right?
It's just a more even playing field where the division doesn't matter as much.
It's one thing I always say about basketball. You can't teach height.
Yeah, yeah.
Speaking of height, is that an advantage as a wrestler or no?
It depends. Most wrestlers are usually, kind of the stereotypical shorter and stockier. But if you're a long guy, like a wiry guy, that can work to your advantage. It makes things like getting an ankle pick so much easier. You can lock up cradles and just, it's definitely, if you know how to use it, it can be a huge advantage for you.
There was a young man I saw on one of the sports shows, I don't know, ESPN maybe, with no arms and legs, but he was just one heck of a wrestler. He was just so strong.
There was some from Wisconsin. I forget his name. Was it maybe Zach Anglin, I think?
All right.
He had no arms or legs, or he had he's missing the forearm portion and the calves and all that, and he was just fantastic wrestler. Won state against Macy I can't remember. This is years ago. This is back 5 or 6 years ago. I believe Stratford's Macy Kilty, who wrestles internationally. She's she qualified for Olympic teams. I think they actually met up and they had some good match at state years ago. I could be wrong on if the year was, but I remember that he was disadvantaged that way, but just a fantastic wrestler. Found a way to make it happen with what God gave him.
Oh dear.
This is just
Did he survive
very
it?
very fortunate
Ooh.
that he got out of that, because that looked like that would have been done.
I had the chuckle when you said it so long ago, 5 years ago. I remember the 1960s.
Yeah, it's my memory goes back like 8 years, and after that, it's just like everything was when I was a little kid.
Mike, always famous comeback is I have socks older than you.
Yeah.
and I do. We're in the second period now, 195. Weeks leading 5-0. Olson was lucky to survive that first period. He nearly got pinned there, but the horn sounded.
Yeah, if there was, maybe like 6 extra seconds, that could have been done.
Yeah, that would have been a fall.
Because just with the weight, once you get higher up, it's just tough when you have a big guy on top of you to try to, get out of that. Once both shoulders go down. That's why I was so impressed when I saw. I forget who it was. Was it Shooty before, or maybe it was Haugen, that's who it was before, when he was just able at 220 to not get pinned there. It's just so tough when there's a bigger guy on top like that to do anything. 7-0. 50 seconds left.
Weeks has really dominated this match at 195.
Yeah, he's been in complete control the whole way through. Yeah, that's probably going to do it right there.
He's got 23 seconds to get through. I don't think he's going to make it.
Yeah, there it is, the pin at the head and arms. Just so tough. You can't even fault. You can't fault Olson for that. It's just too much.
So Cody Weeks will get the win by fall in the second period. And we have our last match of the night at 285, the big guys. Or no, I guess that's it.
Yeah, that'll
That's
do
right.
it for this
That's
one.
right.
64-12.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Marshfield Tigers defeat the Wausau East Lumberjacks 64-12 in tonight's match. Stick around for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show with Matt Dickinson. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or log on to nasonvilledairy.com.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, nasonvilledairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
It's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. The opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have the best dairy farms not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come in from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, Edam, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Welcome back to Marshfield, ladies and gentlemen, and Zaleski Sports broadcast of high school wrestling. As tonight, from the Chips Hamburgers Fieldhouse here in Marshfield, the Tigers defeat the Wausau East Lumberjacks by the score of 64-12. To bring you the recap of tonight's match, I give you Matt Dickinson.
All right, so tonight we'll start off where we started tonight at 2:20. Adrian Krieger for Marshfield gets the win, 10-4. And then at 2:85, James Clements won 6-1. Go to 106, Ava Garner with the win, 5-3. And then Casey Kellenhofer with a pin with 140. And a forfeit at 120. And Bissay got the win. Then we go to 126. Rhodey with a pin. 132, Hagen with the forfeit for Marshfield. 145, Brett Franklin with the pin. 152, Griesbach with the pin. Got a forfeit at 160 for Seidel. And Dolezal for 170, the forfeit. Then Cameron Denny at 182 with a pin. And then Cody Weeks at 195 with the pin as well. With that, the final in this one, 64-12. Marshfield wins. A very impressive victory over a conference rival in Wausau East.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed watching our match tonight. It was very exciting if you're a Marshfield Tigers fan. Very dominant performance by the Tigers this evening. My best bet for you is to hunker in the bunker tonight. It's supposed to get to be 14 below zero. It's going to be a cold one tomorrow morning, so get some hot chocolate and go to bed.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, Matt, thanks for working with me tonight. This is Joe Anderson saying thank you on behalf of Matt Dickinson for watching our production tonight on Zaleski Sports. Have a great night, everybody.